Welcome to Coron, guys. After an epic week exploring all of El Nido's top sites, we took the 5-hour ferry over to Coron, famous for its stunning scenery, bright blue waters, and spectacular marine life. Saving the ultimate tour until later on this week, we decided to hire a motorbike today and go on a self-guided adventure to uncover some of the unmissable highlights around Coron town proper. Hit subscribe and let's jump into the video.
We have picked up our trusty steed for the day, i.e. our motorbike. First stop's to get some fuel and then we are on our way for our adventure. You ready?
You ready?
Ugh, no, come on, that was pathetic. Ready?
Ready? Oh. So off we went with a strong sense of adventure for the day.
Filled it right to the top.
A 1 hour drive later, which was quite fun. It was threatening to rain the whole way, but we were lucky, and the views were epic, and the road was actually good.
I think it was fun for about the first 30 minutes, and then after that I was like, get me to the waterfall.
My legs are hurting. But yeah, first stop is Conception Waterfall, which we've just arrived to. It was quite hard to find because it literally on maps is right, but then there's no sign to know that you've arrived. So we just kind of hung around, and then a local was just like, yes, waterfall down here. So we were like, cool.
It also appears that we are the only people here. Plus a load of ducks, chickens and dogs lining the path, but yeah, pretty excited to be honest.
Yeah, it's going to be good. Lol, we're unsure if this thing to the right is meant to be the waterfall, but there's literally no water whatsoever. It's so funny. Clearly not a huge tourist attraction, because usually you'd have like someone there.
What do you mean it's not a huge tourist attraction? You made me drive an hour to get here. You told me this is one of the best things to do.
For the adventure.
Ah, okay. We found it. We found it this way. It looks pretty cool, doesn't it?
Even the river water in the Philippines is still really clear and slightly blue, so.
You alright?
The water from the waterfall looks like an infinity pool, so it's pretty cool to be fair. So it looks like there is some like picnic benches and
a restaurant
or toilets.
Yeah, it does say online that sometimes you get charged like 100 pesos to come here, but we've literally just parked at the side of the road and walked up.
Epic, there's no one around. Look at the colour of this water, guys. And then you've got water dripping down the vines from the trees into the pool of water as well. So it's like proper, it feels like proper magical here, I think. Yeah, like cool. So cool.
Right, hold that, I'm getting in.
Gaz is getting in, he's getting in.
That was actually really refreshing, but yeah, the verdict is thumbs up. I would say do not miss Conception Falls if you want to explore this island properly.
Feels really weird because ducks feel like an English thing for some reason. But we're heading back where we came from for our second stop of the trip. We've got quite a few exciting places to check out today, guys, so it's going to be action-packed.
Okay, so very quick pit stop to try some local Filipino food before we hit the next location. That was thoroughly delicious. I even got Abby to try a quarter pounder of cheese with no buns, so gluten-free. So yeah, we definitely recommend the old Golden Arches. Condor.
Like a blue.
They're definitely eagles. Well, that was a very treacherous drive, but we made it safely.
We did indeed, and we are now at the natural saltwater hot springs.
Saltwater?
Yeah, so we're excited to see. Let's go see how much it costs.
Okay, so non-residents, adults, 300 pesos per person. And look, locals can go in for free, so that's always good for tourist attractions around here. The pictures look a lot snazzier than I thought. So I'm actually excited. I've done a few hot springs where it's just like essentially like a pond that you sit in and you get all muddy. But yeah, that looks pretty vibey, doesn't it?
Yeah, let's go in.
Hello.
Hello.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thanks.
No drones.
A proper like snazzy tourist attraction, which is good. But yeah, we're not allowed to fly a drone. It also says no weapons, so probably shouldn't take my top off.
Shut up.
My
Come
head.
on, come on. Yeah, it's proper built up. There's like proper tables and huts around, etc. But like every tourist attraction we've been to today, there's no one here. So maybe it's because it's rainy season or what, but it's just so peaceful. Like we're the only tourists milling around. It's great.
Yeah, don't get me wrong, like it does suck when it starts raining and you're trying to do stuff. But I would say there's probably only been one day out of 3.5 weeks so far touch wood, that it's like affected our day. Would you say so?
Yeah, same.
All of the stuff online is like, do not visit now. So
Yeah.
I don't think it's that bad.
No, we are big advocates of coming in typhoon season.
In next week's video, we're stuck in a typhoon
Yeah.
for 2 weeks.
Just rain the whole time.
Yeah.
Anyway, right, let's get to the hot spring.
Right, so when they say hot spring, I always think that, yeah, it's just like slightly warmer, but no, this water is actually like bath temperature hot.
Is it?
Like, it's really, really warm, yeah. And then usually you go in like the bigger pools and they're like fairly warm, and then you go in the really small pools, which obviously have less water to heat up, and they're boiling. Sick here, doesn't it?
It's a proper swimming pool
Yeah.
kind of vibe, isn't it?
It's like a vibe now. I wish it was a bit cooler.
It's hotter than a bath.
Yeah.
It's hotter than a Pavlova bath.
No, I want a little bit warmer.
Once you're in and you've got used to the heat, it's very relaxing. There's like some pebbles on the floor, but not annoying. It's not soft flooring, but they're not annoying. It's got its own little built-in seat here. They've got loads of lights hanging in the trees, little waterfalls, so I think it'd be well vibey at night, to be fair. There's a bamboo bridge here through the mangroves, so we're going to see what's on the other side. Looks like quite a nice view, to be honest. So I guess maybe in high season that you can swim in this area as well, because it looks like there's like steps down into the sea. I don't think I'd want to go from the nice hot springs into this water, but it is cooler out here, get a nice breeze. Good view out into the gorgeous sea. Look at those mountains in the background. They're like hills with grass on. It's really weird here, isn't it? They don't look like mountains, they're not rocky, they're like grassy.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool.
So I've worked out what this is for, Abby. I think the boat tours come in here, so they've got a sign with the pricing on here. So you can be going for a tour on your island tour, and then your last stop is the hot springs. So they rock up here, charge you here, and then you go on there.
So Coron Hot Springs, 10 out of 10, would recommend. Now don't quote me on this, but I think it might be one of the only saltwater hot springs in the world.
Okay, so next on the sightseeing agenda is Mount Tapias, which essentially is like the Hollywood sign of Coron. So we've got all of these steps, unfortunately, to climb up, but there's some pretty epic views up there.
Yes, nice kitty. There's your answer, 720 steps. Just caught our breath back at the top. 720 steps is what is labelled, although there's one step after that, so don't know if they've got us there. But these views, guys, are so worth it. Honestly, it's unbelievable. The blooming cliffs of Coron in the background is unreal. Then you can see all the colourful houses of the town. Oh, it's literally spectacular.
So we have had an absolute vibe today exploring this island. It has been top tier, I'd say.
You can definitely tell it's a little bit more Well, it's less travelled than El Nido for sure because of the lack of tourists, but it's been great because of it. It's part of the charm, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah.
But we are so excited to go and do the biggest and the best boat trip on actual Coron in 2 days' time. So obviously that's a highlight here. So make sure you hit the subscribe button if you want to see that one, and if you liked this video as well. And make sure you give us a thumbs up, and we'll see you in the next one.
Just do everything.
Do it all. Bye.